offenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On third down, it's a handoff. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Looking to throw it on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Commodores pick up enough to get a first down there. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Man, I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That ball snagged for a completion and tackled there by the defense. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. some room at the 25. And the ball to the ground. And the offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down. And the Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. On a punt now for the first time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That catch is hauled in. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. He's going to take off here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. 2nd down play coming up.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Well, Kirk, it's Vanderbilt on top right now. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st down, it's play action. Throws to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. The quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The pass is caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the 1st down. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
He escapes the sack. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw yet again. He eludes the rush. He's moving out of the pocket. Enough for the first, but still going. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he scores. Touchdown, Commodores.
Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Number 82 with the grab and the score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them up 3. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
10, Georgia, 7.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaking free at the 35. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. But, man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, the football's fumbled. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. A fumble return for 6. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Georgia, 7.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Running with purpose. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
Looking to pass here on second down. Short throw to the sidelines. That's enough to pick up the first down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Cooper. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense makes the stop after the completion. And the Commodores come to the line in a hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Back to throw again. Receiver makes the catch. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
He pulls in the catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Caught. Completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Commodores. Still no answer for this offense. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Off the play fake on first down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a quick grab. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
Commodores will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out, it's Henry. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. First play of the second half is a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Looking to chuck it again. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's got it near the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
At the 13-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. grab down the middle. It's Reinbold. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And this one is right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
And the Commodores are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Receiver makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. 2nd down after that completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Get set, go!
Play action here on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Caught quickly. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage? The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Handoff to the right side. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that previous play.
Let's go. Let go.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Using his legs, it's Silva. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal flag. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Okay.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long.
Alert. Check.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Escapes the pocket. In the clear at the 25. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Running through the tackle. And he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Okay, ready?
2nd and goal for the offense.
Here we go.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
On the play.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
This one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. The guys up front line up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. Looking to scramble now. He's found some room at the 45. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead, but instead they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The back's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
The Commodores line up on first and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Breaks free. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. Second down.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
And the Commodores are in the red zone.
Cricket.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he drops back in the gun. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
He'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score. Vanderbilt.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Georgia, 20.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take off. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. For the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Reinbolt. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Brings up 3rd down.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That is a really tough feeling for a receiver to be way downfield like that, ready for a big play, and just unable to connect with your quarterback. I'm sure they're going to go to the sideline, looking to call another shot downfield again here in a little bit.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the catch. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Commodores will have to kick it away.
On to punt it away.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
The pass rush closing in. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Lets it fly to the wideout. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Cricket. Let go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, Georgia.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, the pass rush gets home. A sack to end it as the defense punctuates this victory. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.